Hello everyone and welcome back. First, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Yes, I did paint my walls. Whoa! I painted them all by myself. Took maybe 3 years off my life. Into the real reason for this vlog, I'm taking you guys to my internship. And today is my last day, so I thought that I would vlog it. For those of you who don't know, because I haven't really been posting it anywhere, I am working as a production intern for the New York Boulders, which is a minor league team up in Rockland County, New York. They were previously called the Rockland Boulders, so like you might know them as that, but they've rebranded since then. So anything that goes up on the Jumbotron or the home team network is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take you today. My position for today's game is the wireless camera. So I am getting shots of fans, any fan segments that we do, and then everything from a handheld camera. But first, we need to get ready. I'm gonna preface, my uniform does not flatter me at all, but I have to wear it. This is what I have to wear. They didn't have any medium shirts, so I am unfortunately wearing a large, and I've worn a large for the past 2 months. As for my shoes, I just wear my Air Forces so that I can get around easier, but like, this is the last time I ever have to wear this. I'm also gonna do my hair because it does not look good right now. I was gonna put it in 2 braids, but like, this isn't as bad as I thought it looked, if I'm gonna be honest, which is why I had it up in a clip. This isn't terrible. And hopefully it's not too humid. Okay, so you might notice that everything is slowed down and there's no audio. Let me fill you in. There is a mode on this camera called S&Q mode, which means slow and quiet. It records none of the audio. It also records it in slow motion, but I'm able to speed that up in post. There is no audio recorded from any of my day. As much as I was crashing out about this last night as I was going to edit it, I realized that this isn't the end of the world. So instead of a traditional style vlog, I'm going to be narrating what happened throughout my day. Though I really wanted to get everybody's like voices and everything because I was showing a lot of my friends and a lot of the interns there. You just gotta do with what you have. So enjoy this vlog. I hope you guys like it. Okay, so I am in my car and I'm on my way to go to the Boulders. My ride usually takes about 30 minutes to get there, so I have to leave pretty early before call time. And call time today is at 5, so I'm leaving 30 minutes before then. I love listening to music as I'm driving, and maybe it's a good thing that my sound was cut off because I would have gotten copyrighted. Now that I'm at the stadium, I'm going to make my way up to the control room, which is on the second floor of the concourse, and then go all the way through this like hallway because we're right at the very end. Now that I'm in the control room, I set up the wireless camera, which I'll show you guys later, and I'm here with intern Katie, and she did a couple of PA announcements today, which she did such a good job. Normally she does music. We have our PA Brad do them normally, and she did such a good job. There you go, DJ Katie. Usually before the game, the interns love to do a little walk around the stadium because a lot of us are just going to be sitting or standing in the same spot for the next 3 hours, so we're getting our steps in. And we also like to explore because there's so many different parts of the stadium that we still haven't really like discovered. We also like to eat before our games as well, so as you can see here, Miles has his nice little burger which was cooked perfectly, and George had his chicken nuggets which were pretty good today. Because the game starts at 7, we're usually called up by 6:30, so we had a few extra minutes to kill, which we decided to play games on the concourse, and unfortunately the boys won, but the girls were super close. We only had like 1 bucket left. Now I'm headed down to the dugout, and when I'm there, I'm gonna show you guys the different parts of the wireless camera and kind of how it works. It's hard to do while I'm on the concourse, so I'll see you there. Now that I'm down in the dugout, let me explain the different parts of the camera. So first, as you can see, we have the actual camera, which is where I can see everything that I am filming in the viewfinder over here. Then there's like a little part on top, and that is the wireless receiver. So that big antenna connects to our like box on top by the control room, and it's what makes the camera wireless. Everything that is filmed on that camera can be connected and put on the Jumbotron. We have to put it on channel 12 or else it will not connect and will not show. There is a giant battery that goes on the bottom over here, as you can see, and we have to tape it down so it doesn't fall off. Then of course there's the regular battery that goes into the camera, and there's a wire that plugs into the big battery so that it stays connected. This camera is not as heavy as you would think it is. A lot of people are like, whoa, like that seems so heavy to lug around, but in reality it's pretty light compared to some other ones that I've held. There are a couple of things that we do before the game starts, such as first pitches and the the anthem singer, so normally I wait in the dugout to get those. And I also grab a schedule of today's fan segments, which I wish I showed you, but I don't have a clip of it. It just shows like all of the things that we're going to do, such as like smile cam or dance cam or YMCA, everything like that. Here's me on the field getting ready for first pitches. Now during the game, it's hard to film at the same time, so I wasn't able to get any of the clips of me doing any of the fan segments, but I do have a couple of pictures. So I gave a few updates here and there, but of course you can't hear them. Now here's me with Erin. She was our host for tonight, and I'm so glad that she was my host for the last time that I was on wireless. She is genuinely so sweet and such a great reporter. I wish I was able to get the audio for this. By this point in the game, I think it was around the 7th inning, the boulders were not doing too hot, but it's okay because we all have our ups and downs, like this video. But honestly, I was pretty happy because I was able to get some good fan shots for this game. I also love to take in Boulder Stadium whenever I'm just able to sit in the stands and watch the game. It's beautiful, especially at night. I finished filming my last dance cam and I headed up back to the control room to take apart the camera and just enjoy the rest of the game. So the game ended, I helped go break down a tripod and a camera because it's not necessarily the easiest thing to carry up 2 flights of stairs. And with that, I am officially done. I'm walking to my car with the interns for the last time, and it's so bittersweet because I've been doing this for the past 2 months. I think I worked 27 games. It's surreal that it's all done now. The game was around 3.5 hours long, so if it started at 7 and ended around 10:30, which is usually the time that I drive home anyways, I will definitely not miss the 30-minute drive in the dark. The next Boulders game is on August 4th, but I can't make it, and I can't make the rest of the games up until I go to college. This had to be my last one. Bye bye Clover Stadium. That's gonna be it for the vlog. I'm so sorry that everything filmed in SQ mode. I promise this was not my intention, and you know, things just happen and you gotta work around it. I can't believe that this was the end to my first ever internship, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for anything else that I might do. If you want to keep following along with my journey in this kind of stuff, this is what I do at JMU. I work for the JMU Sports Network, which is pretty much the same exact thing, except I'm doing it for JMU Sports. If you want to get notified about those videos, make sure you press subscribe and hit the notification bell, because then you'll know when I post those vlogs, and you'll know when I post my first day of classes vlog, which is coming out towards the end of August. I know this video was a little different than my other stuff because it kind of had to be, but if you liked it, make sure to leave it a like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!